You have too many players on your team. Choose which players you want to cut. Easily see how many players you need to cut this. Here are some recommendations to get you started. You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, Jake Elliott to kick off. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cardinals coming out led by Kyler Murray, the Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, and back for more here in year number 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray forced out to his left, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray, and able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down.
30-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Drake. Now Drake loses the football. And he coughed it up. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. We're scoreless after 1. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this one's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Got an open man. It's Scott. And shedding his way forward. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott.
33-yard attempt.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. 1st and goal at the 1. We'll check on his status. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Jake Elliott.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. 2nd down and 8.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st down, Philadelphia.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Alshon Jeffrey. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by...
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the Eagle offense coming on here as they'll try for 2 points. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
At their own 16-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Dix on the coverage.
Let's go, D.
To throw again, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. So we've hit halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Cardinals, nothing.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's to Fulgham, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off the board.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Taken in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put him up.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Green to bring it back. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
How you like me now?
Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
For Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Eagles have recovered.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sit, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up.